zoom in, not that much, just a little bit. Oh my god, so hard to get this thing going. Yeah, hey, what's going on, everyone? Steve of the DJ Lab. I'm using my phone. I don't have a microphone hooked up, but it's pretty quiet here, so I think we should be pretty good. I'm gonna try to adjust these lights a little bit. I hate to get so much reflection off my glasses, but it's sometimes it's just inevitable. If I want to have bright screen, I'm gonna have a little bit of my glasses rocking here, unfortunately. So this is going to be the video where I talk about whether I'm going to buy the new mixer. But before I get into anything, I'm going to give it a few minutes, let the algorithm kick in, let all you YouTube short people jump on, and see how it goes. I gotta say also too, a big shout out to my friends at DeckSaver. Look at this. I have DeckSavers on the CDJ 3000s. I also have a DeckSaver on my DJS 1000. They were kind enough to sponsor the channel, and I'm going to be doing a review on them. But if you don't know what DeckSavers are at this point, you've been on another planet. But I'm going to tell you the reasons in my video. Not today, not right now. I will explain the benefits of having a DeckSaver on your gear, because they're not cheap. Some people feel like they're kind of expensive, but when you're protected, you know, super expensive gear, what's $100? You know what I mean? So feel free, hop in the chat. Let me go here, see the live chat. Say hello, let me know where you're from, and we're going to discuss this new mixer, because when I first saw this mixer, what's going on, Gio? Yeah, Gio. DeckSavers are a great investment, like honest to God. The only downfall I could say about a DeckSaver from my standpoint, I'm in a small place, is when I want to take them off and DJ, I got to sit them somewhere. So they're going to go on the couch. Who knows? So according to the title, what's going on, Darrell? Am I going to buy the new mixer? Yes, you will. Well, let me just tell you something. I initially, when I saw this thing, it's goddamn beautiful. This mixer is so fucking pretty. It just got to say it. I've never had a rotary mixer. I've always wanted a rotary mixer, but they're always so goddamn expensive. And not like I haven't spent big money on shit, but I could just never totally justify it. This one here, I could justify the price. I can understand why this mixer in Canada is $5,000, $5,000 Canadian. Let's not talk about the United States and the UK and shit. It's $5,000 Canadian. We have 13% sales tax. This thing is going to be $56.50. $56.50 for a mixer. So I've already looked into Lon McQuaid. I looked into financing. It's like, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to buy it, because I used to get, I don't know if I still do, I was getting 30% discounts from the distributor here in Canada, because I make videos and I do shit. But my whole CDJ fiasco and them having my money for so long, I don't know, man. Maybe they don't like me anymore. I don't know. I sent them a message. I text them. I emailed them. They might just be busy. I'm a small fish, you know what I mean? Canada is a small pond, and I'm a very tiny fish in this small pond, so I don't know. But even if I had to pay full price, would I buy this mixer? It's a tough call, because I loved the VU meter. I love this digital meter. I'm a sucker for this shit. I'm a sucker for VU meters, and that this is a digital VU meter with a spectrum display, and you got needles for all 4 channels, and okay, this is fancy shit. Now, this whole transformer they're speaking of, what is this guy's name? My God. I don't want to be like all the other channels. You know how many channels were out there that were talking about this new Euphonia mixer, and they didn't have their facts. They didn't even know what they're talking about. So I'm going to make sure I know what I'm talking about before I start talking about it. Euphonia. I love how Alpha Theta is making all these like these names. Like, it's like there's a bird. It kind of means the Euphonia meaning. It's a pleasing song, sweet voiced, good, good sound. So the name makes sense for this mixer because it's a good name. Why? Ah, Darrell Tizo. Why? Darrell wants to know. You're right. So when you look at a rotary mixer, right off the bat, you're looking at a knob. It's not so easy to see where everything is, right? But that's the point. You got LED meters still, and you got the VU meters. So generally, for me, I'm the kind of guy when I mix, and some people, the proper way is don't turn up your fader all the way. Leave a little bit of space because the next track might need it. You shouldn't be really fucking with your trims. Once your trims are set at unity, everything should be just. But we know that's not the case. We don't do this shit. So you're right about that. So let me just hold on. Let me concentrate here about this mixer. I can't read and do all this shit. I just want to make sure I'm getting it fucking straight here. Rupert Neve. So Rupert Neve Designs, right? With custom Rupert Neve transformers. Now, guess what? When they say transformers, they're not talking about fucking Optimus Prime, right? They're not talking about the power supply transformer and the thing. They're talking about transformers. So if we go take a look, Rupert Neve transformer. And here's what you're going to see here. There's a master bus transformer. And this is where the marketing comes into play. Because that there is worth more money than the whole mixer. Let's go down Jazzy J's. Yeah, I'm a visual kind of person, so this is why I like this mixer. But don't be scammed. I don't want to say scammed, but these guys are taking the name Rupert Neve and the top of this transformer. So the actual transformer, that's worth a pile of money. It says, for over 6 decades, audio transformers have been the bedrock of Mr. Rupert Neve's audio circuit design philosophy. And Rupert Neve Design's bespoke transformers are an integral part of every R&D product. Packed with these transformers, the MBT provides an incredible array of flavorful options designed to sweeten, enhance, drive wide, and utterly transform source material, making it the ultimate tool for music coloration. So that's what a transformer does. It's transforming the music. It's making things sound nicer. So what this is doing, this is taking a digital mixer and making it sound like an analog mixer. Let's go on DJ Casanova. So there's the whole mystery right there. You're taking a digital mixer and you're using these transformers in it to make it sound, warmer, richer, to sound like an analog sound. But here's what I don't get. Average DJ out there, don't lie. Tell me right now here in the comments, what the hell are you putting through your mixer? You putting MP3? You putting a compressed MP3 through your shit? I know I am. You using Beatport streaming, BeatSource streaming, Tidal streaming? Come on, we're putting compressed shit. It's like you go out and you buy yourself a fucking 8K TV. Let's make this really simple. Even a 4K TV. Take your 4K TV, run your Netflix, run the top show, take a look at it, and then go buy a Blu-ray and put a Blu-ray player on your damn system and watch the same show. And you're going to see a night and day fucking difference. Just saying, when you walk into the store and you look at all that content on an 8K display, yet it's not streamed, it's not compressed. This is fucking Blu-ray quality, high def, and the same thing with these mixers. Put an MP3 through it, and you know what? It will sound better. But if you're gonna spend that kind of money on a mixer, you better be putting fucking uncompressed files, man. Seriously, you're playing vinyl. Like, hook up a pair of CDJ 2000 Nexus 2s, play some CDs in that thing, and you're going to hear like a fucking night and day difference. I played on CDs a couple of weeks ago. I played a record on CDJ 2000 Nexus, not even Nexus 2s. Grabbed some CDs, and it was just a 900 Nexus 2 mixer, nothing special. And the fucking sound quality on CD is like much better. Much, much better. So, let me get back to the mixer. Never mind this transformer. Let's not even talk about how it sounds. Sure, it's going to sound fucking great. The knobs are really cool. If you turn them slowly, they feel heavy. They got resistance. And if you move them fast, they're loose. That's some just engineering, amazing, cool shit. I like knobs. This will be fun. Here's where the problem comes in. No filter per channel. No low pass filter. You got sends. One of the effects on the sends is a high pass filter. So all you have is the ability to hit the fucking high pass filter and run a send through the channel. That's it. That's it. And then let's elaborate. If you're using the isolator is only on the master. The isolator on this new mixer is really goddamn cool. But like I said, this is like an RMX 1000. Let me just grab this bitch here so you guys know what I'm talking about. Got a shout out to Style Flip for hooking me up with this white skin for my RMX 1000. My friends at 12-inch skins did not have it, but my friends at Style Flip did. You know what? You don't got to play side. You can be friends with a bunch of people that are all in the same business, and everybody can get along. There is more than enough money around the DJ world for all these skin companies to get a little something. So shout out, thank you Style Flip for hooking me up with that. They did my my TR8 looks really fucking nice. I'll show it to you later. So, isolator is only on the master, right? So no good for transitions. And when you can take it and you can send all those effects through each of the isolators. So you can hit the send above it and you can send it. But once again, it's only on the master. So that's the problem. I have a DJM A9 mixer. I've got high pass, low pass filters on it. I have color effects. I have effects. I can run this through it as well too. And it all works. Let's go on Bunghole Camper. It all works. So I feel like if I was to jump onto this new mixer, the Euphonia, I might be kind of backstepping. I've heard if you hook up an RMX 1000 to it, it only runs on the master insert. So if I'm correct in believing this, I don't know. I think quite possibly maybe that means the RMX would only work on the master send. It might work per channel, but then that means $5,500 plus you need to buy this in order to do effects on the channel and have low pass filters. And it's just, I get it. Rotary guys are pretty minimal. They don't really need a whole lot of effects. So if you like effects, this might not be the mixer for you. Like, it can do some cool shit, don't get me wrong, but I can do way more cool shit with an A9 mixer, and I can do a lot of cool shit with a V10. So that's my dilemma. You know, hook this up with my EFX 500 on a V10 with 6 channels and being able to route effects through channels and Pro Link. You got no Pro Link on this new one. Now, it will detect the BPM very quickly, but quickly is one thing. So, you've got CDJ 3000s. Is this the mixer to buy? You know what I mean? Like, this feels like the mixer to buy if you got, say, the Cross 12. Because it can do Serato. But then again, if you're buying this mixer, in my opinion, I think if you spend all that kind of money on a mixer for Serato, and it's got no MIDI controls, what are you doing? You know, what exactly are you doing? It has no MIDI. So, okay, your Cross 12 has some pads on it. But for all that money, man, it just feels like go get yourself an actual good Serato controller that has every single button and knob to do every single thing with stem control and everything else. Yeah. It's just weird, man. They made a rotary mixer that's compatible with Serato. Why? Who is going to use that? Doesn't make sense. Let me tell you, I'm using Serato and I'm using FaZe DJ. I got the system right in front of me here. I got it right here. Let me spin the camera around. You want to use Serato? Get yourself an S11. Get yourself an S11. Don't screw around. I'm telling you, my 1200s with the FaZe DJ and the S11 is like my ultimate fun. I've got the CDJ 3000s. I have Prime 4 Plus sitting here. I got a bunch of shit here. That's my fun system. That's the system that I like. It's fun. It feels like you're DJing. Just, you got your spinning platters. Even though I got SC6000s with spinning platters, still the 12s, I like the look of them. I like my S11. It all goes together. That rotary mixer doesn't go with anything. It's like this compared to all of this. It's funny looking. They did make a cover to cover up, to thicken it, and cover the wires. I don't know. I would have done it differently. I still want one. I still like to see one here at the DJ Lab at some point. Maybe the guys at Alpha Theta will be kind enough one day. Well, I don't want to say be kind enough. Maybe at some point they'll have enough for them that they'll send one to me. Because I can share this information with you as well too. I've been pushing for a long time. I've been asking, and I have friends at Pioneer DJ, Alpha Theta, who have been rooting for me as well too, and talking to the powers that be, and really trying to, put in a good word for me that, hey, let's get Steven on the deal here. And I don't have the email yet, but I've been told the email is coming that I'm going to actually be part of the review crew, where I'm going to be getting some shit. Because I'm in Canada, it's always going to be based on stock levels. It's easier for the guys in the UK to get things than it is guys in North America. It's simple as that. And then being in Canada is just not helpful. But they're talking about sending me, trying to go maybe get me an Omnis Duo to start. Maybe I'll get that mixer. And that's cool. I kind of like owning my shit, to be honest, because then I get to keep it. Speaking of, I've got the Prime 4 sitting here, Prime 4 Plus, and I haven't used it in a while, and it's a loaner. So I really should, when I get loaner pieces, I should put away the things I own and use the loaner pieces, and I need to make more videos on that Prime 4 Plus, because Prime 4 Plus is still solid, man. Let me tell you, Prime 4 Plus is all-in-one, can do everything. and it's a lot cheaper than the Pioneer mixer. Different thing, I get it, it's completely different. So ultimately, am I going to buy this mixer? I can't even say. I told you with the V10, when the V10 came out, I'm like, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. I don't need that. And guess what? I can't answer that phone. Tough luck. Oh my god, there's my V10. Oh man, I almost. I almost took a chunk out of my my A9 there. I think I just took a little bit off the skin. Nothing major. But, so I have this. Oh, fuck, it's so heavy. This is heavy like a bitch. Super heavy. And guess what? It's not even hooked up. My A9's hooked up. 2 reasons. My table barely fits my 4 CDJs. Barely. It just fucking, like, I mean, the edges are hanging off on 2 of them. So I can't fit this on there. And I'm using my S11 with my turntables because, well, I'm using Shoutout. So I need to get a longer table, another tabletop, and then I can throw this in there, and I don't have a white skin for it. That's my other thing. But shit, I did have this hooked up with a bunch of drum machines, and I was going to set up a whole thing, and it just never happened because, well, I got shit going on here, and it's a lot of work. Fuck, this is killing me. Whew. Need to be a fucking bodybuilder for some of these mixers, man. That thing's so fucking heavy. I'm dying here. So let me know who here is going to buy the the Alpha Theta Euphonia. Have I seen the updated Zone 96? I didn't even know there was an updated one. Didn't even see. You know the one mixer? The Raven Latvian. You're a V10 guy. I can't even say I'm a V10 guy. I honestly don't believe I fully have exploited all the tricks of a V10. I don't think I've dived into it deep enough. Even when I had my 900 Nexus 2, for like 2-3 years later, I would discover new tricks on it. I've never tried a PX5. I know I looked at, like, I didn't play on a DB4, but my friend had a DB4. The DB4 always interested me a lot because it has a lot of crazy effects. But I gotta say, my A9 mixer, I really like the workflow. I'm a big fan of that A9 mixer because I really like the 900 Nexus 2. I was very used to it. Because before I had that, I had an SX, then I had an SX2, and if you're going from an SX, you're going into any of their controllers, mimic the look of that. Even when I got my XDJ XZ, same thing. And I gotta say, you know, like going from the XDJ XZ to CDJ 3000s with an A9, I don't know if I gained a whole lot out of that shit, to be honest. It wasn't like, I don't feel like my mix is better. The one thing I know for a fact, XDJ XZ, you could record your goddamn mix right to the USB stick. I can't do that. I got like all this equipment sitting here, can't do it. Even the fucking Euphonia for $5,500 Canadian after tax, $5,650 to be honest. If they had to put a stupid USB port on that thing to allow me to record my goddamn mix, like fuck. You know? There's not even, you can't even plug in the DJM record app into that thing to record a mix onto your fucking phone. So, I don't know. I feel like this mixer isn't for everybody. I want one because it's cool. Straight up. It's just cool. That's the main reason. It's just fucking cool looking. You know, and I'm a vintage stereo kind of guy. I like old school shit. So it's got an old school feel. If I get one, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wood sides off. I'm going to go to a fucking wood guy. I'm going to get them to redesign something in cherry wood that's really nice and red with a cool wood grain. And I'm going to build it up and angle it so that the whole thing angles towards me like a console. Mix Factory. You can make it a, what we're talking about in the DB4, you can make it a rotary. What? I didn't know this. What do you turn into a rotary? Like, what knob becomes the volume button all of a sudden? Because that's fucking... Huh. Huh. You're fucking... That's genius shit, man. Like... The faders become the rotary parts. Yeah, but you got to take the plate out. You got to put a new piece in, right? Is that what you're saying? Because you just gave me a good idea. It's like, hey, let's just say you didn't use color effects. Right? Why couldn't there be an update that would allow you to turn your filters into the fucking faders and reverse them and make your filters and make your faders the filter? Could you imagine? And I guess if you MIDI map shit, you could MIDI map that. I should try that sometime. Ah, okay, so you disable the faders. The EQ becomes a rotary with parametric EQ. Never knew this. You know, like my S11, I feel like would be fun rotary. You know what I've even done too? So this isolator here. Now, it's a shame this Vestex isolator has a little bit of a buzz to it. I got to get it looked at. And so when you run an isolator through the send return, you can essentially have, you can mix like a rotary in a sense, but like a, you know, almost like a 4-band rotary. It does some smooth blends, man. If you mix like that, mix out, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I wouldn't mind a Master Sounds, one of their fucking isolators would be cool. But that Vestex is, it's nice. I just got to get looked at and see if someone can clean it up for me. What else was I going to show you guys?
There is another Notification for Steve.
Yeah, notification for Steve. Even this, I need to get this going again. It's not hooked up. This AS1 synth is really, really powerful, man. It really can make a difference in a DJ set. So it just, you got to think, instead of buying new things all the time for your shit, add on to what you already have. Add on a drum machine, add on a synth, do some extra shit. I'm telling you, that mixer, I keep saying this, new gear won't necessarily make you a better DJ. Add on some drum machines, some synths, and you can do some live remix shit. Well, that might make you better. That rotary mixer, I don't know. It's gonna make you look cooler. You'd be fucking the cool cat, man. You got that shit on your stream, and everyone's like, fucking wow. But guess what? When people are on the dance floor, the only motherfucker that can see that cool little display is you. That's it. The only one. No one else knows what you're mixing on. No one else out there gives a shit what you're mixing on. But guess what? I don't DJ for other people. I don't give a shit what they think about what I'm doing, because when I DJ, I'm DJing for myself. I am a selfish DJ. I'm playing for me, for my entertainment, for my enjoyment. I don't give a shit. I don't care what's going on. Then again, I don't really play out much anymore. I got too many fucking problems with my vertigo and shit. Speaking of, I had a fucking real bad vertigo attack yesterday. Hit me like out of fucking nowhere. But it was in my ear. Fucking earwax. You get old, earwax becomes an issue. Hairs in your ear become an issue. Wearing headphones all the time helps create wax. You gotta watch out, man. But on Amazon, there's a fucking device. I'm gonna buy it. It's Wi-Fi with a little camera on it. You stick it in your ear. It has a sensor. So a 360, even if you turn this thing, the picture stays the same on your phone. It doesn't turn. And you can put little tips on to scoop up fucking earwax and watch it on your phone. And there's a sensor. If you get too close to your eardrum, it's letting you know you're too fucking close. It's $30. It's had good reviews. Even fucking ear surgeons have reviewed this and said, hey, this is pretty good. So $30, I'm gonna buy it. I already cleaned up my ears with some oils and shit and had my mom go in there and I screamed like a fucking baby. I gotta tell you this story. You wanna hear a funny story? As I'm down there yesterday, get my fucking ears cleaned up, screaming like a baby. My mom's talking to her friend on the phone. Her friend is like 77, very Catholic, going through Lent and all that shit right now. And she tells my mom to distract me, and says, when you go in there, all you gotta do, just punch him in the balls. Well, no, she said, punch him in the nuts. That's what she said. Punch him in the nuts, and it'll take his mind off the fact that you're going in his ear. Can you believe that? It's Catholic, man. Good Catholic. If you need to distract somebody, you just punch them in the nuts. Simple. That will make you stop thinking about everything. You imagine going for an operation, doctor's like, okay, just hold still, and they punch you in the nuts, and then they start the operation. Too funny. So, I don't know at this very moment if I'm going to buy that mixer. The more I think about it, it's like, shit, man. Because let me tell you, if I bought the mixer, if I bought the Euphonia, that means I got to sell something. Because financially, I just don't have extra cash just to burn. You know what I mean? I just can't burn the extra cash like that. Just can't do it. So, do I sell the V10? Do I sell the A9? Do I sell the S11? I don't know. Be a tough call. Maybe the V10. Maybe. And then I'm starting to wonder, will the clubs, will all the festival DJs and shit, will everyone be asking for this rotary because it's the new flavor? Half these DJs that play on a stage, they don't even know, they never even knew how to use a fucking 900 Nexus 2 because they never owned one. They sure in the fuck never knew how to use a V10 because they don't own one. So they see the pictures, and honest to God, I'm not even lying. These riders, they're not set up as technical riders because the fucking guy needs this equipment to play on. They're set up there so the photographer behind them is taking a good fucking picture and a good video. That's it. It's all for a fucking show. It's got nothing to do with playing for anybody. It's whacked out, man. Even I've been watching a bunch of James Hype shit again. And the most daring DJ, like blah, blah, blah. Like the guy does some fucking, he does some tricks that are kind of cool. They were cool in the beginning. Honestly, they're getting a little bit stale. The guy does some cool remixes. He's doing this Michael Jackson remix. His girlfriend's doing her Vibrate with him and stuff. If you're into that kind of sound, it's pretty good, you know what I mean? But, he's an entertainer. Like, I think he's a good entertainer. He's an okay producer. I don't produce, so what the fuck can I say? But, yeah, like, mashing up big fucking hits. That's cool. I like it. But take a couple Ableton courses, man. I guess we can all do that shit. I'm just jealous. I wish I fucking had his fucking arms and his fucking haircut and his beard. I'm just an old man, bitter old man yelling at the clouds. Not even at the clouds. The clouds won't even listen. I gotta go on here. Let's go on Mario. There's another. Hey, everyone, meet Mario. Mario has gear acquisition syndrome as well. Mario, are you gonna buy this rotary mixer? I know you will. I fucking know Mario will be first in line to buy the Euphonia, won't you? You got everything else. Why wouldn't you have that? I know Mario wants that mixer. And I don't know if it's a buy for me. I haven't decided. Like, I haven't decided. I'm a little bit bummed out that we don't have filters. I have to sacrifice my send in order to do a filter. I can't do a filter and an echo at the same time. There's a lot of things that I like to do when I DJ, and on most of my mixers I can reproduce, this whole, I call it the laser echo with a, high resonance filter and an echo. I like this move I do. I can't do it on this new mixer. It's a lot of money. Yeah, man. If you got a bunch, seriously, if you got a bunch of gear sitting around, at least put the ads up. You can put some crazy prices on it and see if someone buys. I know there's a guy right now selling, and I'm thinking about it. He has 3 CDJ 2000 Nexus 2s and a 900 Nexus 2 mixer that for Canadian he'll sell for $6,000. And I'm like, no, sorry, not 6, 7. He wanted 8, said he'd go to 7, and I'm already thinking about going, could I make money on this deal? It's what I'm thinking. Could I make money on this somehow? And I think I need to get back to the guy and say, if you're willing to do 6, but the truth is, I don't know if I could sell this thing for 6. Like, I don't know if I could honestly come up with $6,000 cash without fucking, depleting all my cash. Which would mean I'd have to sell the V10. It's about the V10, I think, is the only thing I could sell easy enough. And you know, Mario, like the price is near the V10, but in Canada, it's still about a $600 difference. And I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to see it, man. You're selling a four Rain 12s MK2 in a 70 mix. You got four Rain 12s? That's a lot, man. Oh, something I want to mention to anyone who uses FaZe DJ. I was trying to use Virtual DJ, the last update, and I noticed FaZe DJ isn't working so good with that shit. It's a little bit upsetting. You know, like it seems to work, but if you hold the record, you'll see the song is still drifting a little bit. And I tried calibrating these things, and I don't know. I gotta look into this shit. And I need to start playing with DJ Pro AI a little bit more as well too. Not sorry, I mean DJ Studio. DJ Studio. Every day I turn on the computer, there's a fucking update. It's got DJ Studio has stem separation now. It's got a bunch of shit going on with it. You know, you make your mix in YouTube, and then export it out as a link for people to go watch. It's a lot, man. Anyways, guys, I've been on for like 41 minutes. Longer than I wanted to make this video for. I just wanted to jump out here quickly because it's been a while since I hopped on and give you my thoughts on this new mixer, because hopefully Alpha Theta sends me one to try out. It's a lot of goddamn money to put out there just to see. You know, like it feels like it's one of these things I want to hop on it and I'm either going to love it or I'm going to fucking hate it. I don't know. Because I'm not a rotary guy. I've never mixed with rotary stuff. Obviously, it's going to change the way I mix. If I mix on a rotary, I'm not going to be doing the exact same shit. And that's fine. I don't mind when I get new gear and it gives me inspiration to do things different. That's cool. I can handle that. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I'll keep investigating and watching videos, and maybe I'll buy one. Maybe I'll sit this one out. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching. Oh, yes. Mario brings a good point. Rev 7 now supports Record Box, which is very cool. It should have did it in the beginning. I'm not sure why it didn't. It's got stem support now. There's a bunch of shit that's happened recently. But, of course, I don't have a Rev 7 anymore, so I don't give a fuck. I guess I just don't care because I don't have one. And, hey, also, this week, once again, I can't say anything. All I can say is this week, I'm getting a new toy here at the DJ Lab to play with. Unfortunately, I can't tell you what it is. I can't show it to you. I can't even hint about it. I don't know why anyone sends me something that I can't talk about, because they know I have a hard time keeping a secret. Hard fucking time. Anyways, guys, catch you later. Mario, you want to shoot me a message on Facebook at some point? I'm always around to shoot the shit with you, buddy. The rest of you, talk to you all later. Oh, Raph, will I talk about this, the new thing I'm getting later? There will come a time, there will come a date, I will be able to talk about my shit that I'm getting. It's just not like right now, and not super soon. You'll see the videos, like when I can do something, you're going to hear me talk about it. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Become a membership would be great. I wish I could get a few more members, because if everyone shot me like $2 a month, it would help, man. It would help a lot. Yeah, catch you later. Have a good day.